welcome to Linzers Lounge. My name's Lindsay. Tonight we're going to discuss the top 3 American Idol. Tonight was 3 judges' picks and 3 contestants' picks, 1 for each contestant. First up was Danny Gokey. He sang Paula's Choice. Paula picked his song. It was Dance Little Sister by Terrence Trent D'Arby. Didn't know the song. Had no expectations going into it because I had no idea really what was going to happen. I thought it started out and pretty much stayed very screamy. He definitely screamed his way through the song. I don't feel that he really sang it very well. It was really cheesy. He just tried too hard. He totally let the tool out of the box, out of the bag. He brought his tooliness. And it's, I don't know. He shouldn't have done that tonight. Well, hey. I don't know. It was definitely not as good as most of the judges said. Wasn't impressed. Wasn't impressed at all. There was no melody. It was just screaming. The judges, for the most part, I think kind of liked it. And Danny thinks he will be in the finale. Have to see about that one. And then Kara and Randy had to team up and pick a song for Chris together. They picked Apologize by One Republic, that song that everybody knows from a couple years ago, I think. Chris sang it at the grand piano. He slowed his version down a little bit, but it really wasn't a huge change from the original song, which I didn't have a problem with. I just thought he did a decent version of the song. The judges kind of thought it was just kind of weak, it felt like. Kara's like, why didn't you switch it up? And then, I don't know, there was this whole argument about them switching it up and need to switch it up. And I liked how Simon did call Kara out on it. You know, don't pick a song for him and then tell him that that was a bad choice. Is pretty much what he boiled it down to. So good for him, because I don't like Kara at all, as you guys have come to find out if you've been watching the videos. And that I didn't really hear that bum note that that Paula was talking about, but I don't know. Did you guys hear it? Because I guess maybe I wasn't really paying attention when he hit it, or I didn't think it came off as bad as she did. And then, of course, Adam got to go last. He got Simon's pick of One by U2. You guys know how I feel about Adam, and I just felt that this whole performance from start to finish was a song from a Broadway musical. Maybe not necessarily like chorus line, but maybe something a little more subdued like Les Mis or Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. Some of those songs are a little more subdued. I just felt the lighting, the way he was singing was very theatrical. And this song, you just need to let the message take over. You don't need all those runs, all those riffs, all that kind of screeching. For me, it didn't work. For everybody else, though, it did. I know I'm in the bottom. I'm in the minority on that one. But it just, it was emotional. Don't get me wrong. I did feel the emotion. I just didn't feel it was the right type of emotion. He didn't emote it in the correct way for me. So for this, for the first round, as Simon always does during the finale, I'm going to have to give it to Chris. Even though I thought all 3 were almost even, and kind of mediocre at best. So if you guys watched my video that I made yesterday, I actually predicted, or didn't predict, but I gave my choices of songs on which I would have chosen for the contestants. So then they kind of took a break for, one little segment of the show and did a segment on Idol Gives Back, which is, as you guys know, is a charitable cause that Idol started 2 years ago when Jordan Sparks won. So then came back, 3 more performances to go. It was the contestant's choice this time. Danny Gokey went first. Again, he sang You Are So Beautiful, originally done by Joe Cocker. Really awesome song. I really do like it. He definitely slowed it down. He totally changed up the arrangement, And I like when contestants change up the arrangements, but with this one, I couldn't even tell that it was that song really at all. And that's not really what you want, I don't think. It's like, why even sing those words? You can pretty much sing anything. And it wouldn't have made any difference to me, at least. I didn't really get his performance. He definitely sung it better, though, than the first performance. Simon, I think, went a little overboard calling it a masterclass. He gave Elliot Yamin that critique, or that compliment, I guess you should say, during season 5 on one of his songs. The title of it is escaping me, though. It was performed during the semifinals this year by Ricky Brady. A Song for You? Yeah. Which is an amazing performance by Elliot Yamin. I don't think this compares. So I think that just kind of bloated his head even more when he told him that. So I don't know. It was okay, but really I just thought it was kind of boring. Nothing super special. I was waiting for that big moment. You know how Danny always kind of builds up his songs? And I've kind of criticized him for that in the past, but, you know, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty here. I'm kind of actually used to him doing that. So I was waiting for it, and it never really came, I thought. So, I don't know. Then Chris came out, and I had read the song choices ahead of time before watching the show. This one really puzzled me. He sang Heartless by Kanye West. Yeah. The song that's very digitalized. You know, it's not really Kanye totally singing. I believe he did it on the show. Because now that I think about it, Kanye did perform something on the show. And I want to say he did that, but I'm not positive. If you guys remember, let me know. But, of course, it being Chris, he was able to switch it up. It was only him and a guitar on the stage, and that's it. And it was, you know, Jason Mrazzi, which is definitely his comfort zone. You got to play to your comfort zone at this point. You don't need any surprises because you never know if it's going to work. Song choice was a surprise. Execution of that song, not a surprise. So I think that really, really worked in his favor, and he totally pulled it off. And I guess, according to Randy, he said that there was a Frey version of the song along with the Kanye version. So that's probably where he got the idea from, the Frey to do the song, which is totally cool, you know, whatever. But apparently he switched it up even from the Frey version. So kudos to him. Really, really liked this performance. Simon even said that he had written him out of the finale with his first song. It was like, oh, it's going to be Danny and Adam. Totally changed his mind after that performance. You know, he's the one this year, besides Allison, the one guy that I think I would probably buy his album when it comes out. So I'm looking forward to him to see what he's going to come up with in the future, whether it's going to be with Idol in 19 Entertainment, or just, you know, he's going to do something on his own like Elliot Yamin actually has done. Adam Lambert went last, of course. He sang Cryin' by Aerosmith. Thought that was a really funny song choice because of what happened last week with Danny Gokey singing Dream On by Aerosmith. It's either a poke at Danny or a poke at Kara. Poke at Danny maybe because, oh, I can sing Aerosmith better than you can, or a poke at Kara because she had thought that Cryin' was early Aerosmith and wanted to ha 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 kind of thing. Who knows? Whatever. I love Aerosmith. Adam Lambert can pull it off. So it probably actually was a poke at Danny because Danny definitely didn't pull it off. Adam did. And you guys know I'm not a big Adam fan, but I thought this was a crazy awesome performance. Like, it was, he definitely used his lower middle register more in the beginning. And I like that part of his voice. He just doesn't use it very often. If he used it more, I would like it so much. I would like him in general so much more. But he used that, and then he did the screaming, screechy kind of thing. But with freaking Steven Tyler, he does the same thing. And for me, Steven Tyler's one of the top rock gods. So I really liked it. Totally thought he pulled it off. So my rankings for the night. Lowest, Danny, absolutely. I think he was bottom 3. And then really, I thought about this for a few minutes, and I really can't decide who I thought was the top between Chris and Adam. That's who I want in the finals. Ultimately, I would want Chris to be the American Idol, but I know that that Adam's going to be the American Idol, which I've come to terms with. I understand that he's going to be the American Idol. I'm just hoping that Chris will make it to the finals and have a really successful career after that. So tell me what you guys think. What were your top choices of the night? You know, if you guys agreed with me, if you guys didn't agree with me, whatever. And then tomorrow night, results show, and I think really it's going to be an intense results show just because, I mean, especially in my opinion, Adam and Chris really were neck and neck today. But, you know, as they've been saying all season, they're predicting an Adam-Danny finale. So hopefully Chris manages to slide on in there, but who knows? Jordan Sparks and Katy Perry will be performing tomorrow night. Other than that, let me know what you guys think. You guys can leave some comments down here. You can subscribe over here. And we'll talk again tomorrow night. Bye.